Hello, my name is Kabir Bavikatte and I'm a lawyer. For the last few years, I have been working on an international convention called the Convention on Biological Diversity. The Convention on Biological Diversity is a crucial convention because it seeks to protect the rights of indigenous peoples and local communities over the traditional knowledge that is relevant for the conservation of biological diversity. The Convention on Biological Diversity, for the first time, provides certain rights to communities to protect their traditional knowledge. These rights are rights to give prior informed consent before the use of their traditional knowledge by external stakeholders, be it business or research interests, and the right to demand for benefit sharing when their traditional knowledge is used. A large amount of traditional knowledge, which is developed, shared and exchanged by indigenous peoples and local communities, is what we can call the traditional knowledge commons. This is knowledge that is shared extensively and that has grown because of the sharing and exchange between and within communities. What I have done over the last few years is to develop a concept called biocultural community protocols. The idea of biocultural community protocols is for a community to be able to sit together to discuss what were the terms and conditions on the basis of which they developed and shared their traditional knowledge. Based on these terms and conditions, a protocol is developed by the community, and based on this protocol, the community engages with external stakeholders who would like to use their traditional knowledge. So essentially, a biocultural community protocol is an interface document, a document that engenders a dialogue between the community in question and the external stakeholders, be it the government or the research interests or a commercial sector. And this dialogue is a way for the community to articulate its story and at the same time to be able to engage the existing legal system, to be able to say that we have these rights within the existing legal systems and these rights need to be respected. What a biocultural community protocol does is create the first step towards what I would like to call a traditional knowledge commons. It seeks to ensure the integrity of the commons. It seeks to ensure that knowledge that is developed within the commons is controlled and used within the commons, and if there are external stakeholders who would like to use this particular knowledge, then they would use it on the terms and conditions set by the commons. I would like to use the Shuttleworth Fellowship to continue the work that I, along with a team of other lawyers, are doing on facilitating communities to develop biocultural community protocols. These biocultural community protocols will secure the rights of communities over their traditional knowledge and maintain the integrity of the community knowledge commons. I think I'm an ideal candidate for the Shuttleworth Fellowship because I have spent the last few years founding and building an organization of legal practitioners that works in different parts of the world supporting communities to develop biocultural community protocols. We as an organization are widely networked with communities and community-based organizations and with governments, and we have worked extensively to ensure that these community protocols are recognized in national law and international law. The October 2010 Nagoya Protocol on Access and Benefit Sharing is the first international treaty that now recognizes community protocols in international law and requires the 193 parties who adopted this treaty to uphold community protocols. I will spend the next year working with communities in Africa developing best practice community protocols. Based on these protocols, I will develop guidelines, and these guidelines will be used by communities in different parts of the world. I will also work with lawyers to support them in ensuring that community protocols are recognized in domestic law and international law.